God damn it, Miles.
I tapped in, it happens.
I think I have to restart my game crashed. Fine.
Set up. Nice.
Alright, instructors, you know what you're doing?
For
channel
now,
check.
a tiny bit, yeah. For us, not really. But
Yeah,
it's
I
fine,
know.
Shit, that's about it.
Alright.
Old channel check.
Old channel checked.
So, Jonathan, do you want to do basic controls with Ace and inventory and stuff like that, or should I do it?
Oh.
Whoa, whoa. We've lost a man, mate.
Ah, he already told, don't touch his weapons.
Second channel.
Yeah, I have to restart.
We got problems.
Oh.
Recruit stole a gun.
Second channel check.
Salzmoon.
Channel check.
Alright, sweet.
Oh,
No touchy.
Could you put down the gun, please?
I have to reset it too.
Okay,
Oh,
now our
okay.
recruit's gonna die. Watch. He's gonna fall over dead just like him.
Let's just.
You'll see.
Yeah.
See, now he's gone. You got no patient anymore.
Hello?
He escaped your clutches.
Oh god, that line is.
What happened to him? How come he disconnected?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe like internet
Some kind of
loss.
error.
No,
Probably
no,
needs to
it's
restart
modification
because of it.
fail, which means your internet times out for like a second, so your Steam's out of
I think it's a
time.
better plan for
Oh,
me to
dear.
put like some just a normal soldier instead of a guy with a fucking machine gun.
And
very
since
slow.
your game can't reconnect with Steam, even though your internet's back online, you get the authentication fail.
I wonder what my character looks like.
You look like a fool.
How do you set the...
Alright, so we have one recruit and one instructor. We have one recruit and one instructor currently rejoining, so bear with. That's why we have respawn, yay!
Yeah, this
Also, Jonathan, don't you want to get rid of this mask you're wearing?
No, I love it. It's my signature, mate.
It clips through your beret.
Oh, does it? There
At
we
the
go.
top, a little.
Oh god.
Okay, then you press the arrow, set additional character, then you switch back to 1 with the number, and then you're done. I thought I was.
Oh, that's what it was.
And then
Oh,
press
so
the,
much more
change my
comfortable
cat
to
to
be
the
in.
voice command, because I don't know which one that is for you.
Oh, I don't want an eye down.
Oh, fuck, hold on, I'm actually...
Fuck.
That'd be
Oh
stupid.
no, Capcom
Don't play around with my loadouts.
Yeah, because you
I
can transmit over
I put work into this.
the other radio,
Yeah,
but also over the
I'm moving it back to a nice.
but also over the regular one.
Ooh, UK.
Radio check.
Radio check, over.
Additional
Radio
channel
check. Check.
Additional channel. Miles, I don't suppose I could get a
Radio check,
civvy in
additional
here
channel.
to use as my medical
Check.
dummy.
Channel additional check.
We're just going to use
Alright,
me,
good.
I guess.
It's T
I'm
for me,
moving to my
actually.
station.
Wait, on what channel are you talking? I can't tell.
Second channel check again.
Additional is
Check.
69.
Yeah, but how am I supposed to tell on what channel you're transmitting?
The instructors will be on 69.
Well, Winters, I don't know.
Jonathan, okay if I move to my
We
station?
will
No,
probably just use
Yeah,
my son.
instructors T stations, please.
See, I'm louder now.
Instructors T stations.
I was never told where my station is.
What do you mean to your stations? We should all
just
wait
go
here.
towards me. The shooting
Oh,
range
again,
where
to
you
the
learned your RPG training.
No, we still need to do
Oh, so
the
that's where it
intro.
is.
They don't need to be
Positive.
for that.
They do need to
Okay,
be
then
in
do
for
you mind if I
that.
steal a car?
Instructors, back here.
We mind.
There's change of plans.
I'm coming back.
I'm here.
So we're just waiting on the last guy to connect. There's been some issues, he had to restart.
Here he comes.
I like how me and the new guy, the only person besides Tabby, who actually put their gun on their back.
Why would I put it on my bag? I know what trigger discipline is.
Yeah, so there.
Let's pay. Remember, you're the one on about roleplay here, so why would we have our guns out?
I don't have it out, I'm just carrying it.
Well, you're start poking me in the chest.
Also, you just fucking broke the...
Everyone's so fucking quiet. That might still put safety on.
My safety's on.
What? And then we'll
There we
go
are.
like this.
Put on safety. Even
There's the last guy connecting.
This
Here
dude.
it comes.
Quickly point at him.
Tacticus.
Alright, if you would just be so kind as to follow me over to our little meeting area.
By the way, with Control C you can walk slowly.
Yeah.
New people at the front.
Can anybody see the picture on the whiteboard?
I
No.
do.
No.
I don't.
This one white, not this one.
Well, apparently white's...
I see both of them. I see both.
So what is on the other thing, white?
I can. Oh, wait, I can
There's
see
the
the
map
first
on
one.
the
Now.
notice.
I can see
No
nine
stratus.
elements.
No, I'm talking about this one.
There's
Not
nothing.
the custom.
Yeah, but apparently white can see it. So whatever. Okay, we have chairs, just so you know.
Oh, they probably don't know how to use them, do they?
Exactly.
Yeah, so you'll want to look at the chair and hold the Windows key, which is your ace interaction.
Ooh.
And there should be a
Ace
sit option. There you go.
That time I
Perfect.
think you can
Ace
sit further
chairs.
in the front.
Ace chairs, eh? We got everything, mate.
Get over here.
Okay.
Alright, boys, welcome to the NATO airfield called Morningstar. You will be here for a little training exercise today. The instructors are already briefed on what they will be doing with you. And you will, well, they will just tell you what you have to do later. Jonathan here is going to take charge of this entire undergoing, and I will be supervising this as well as keeping the communication up. The questions later in the back there, please hold your hands steady. We will start with a basic introduction to Arma 3 as well as ACE and the interaction keys as well as the radio we will be using later, just so that you are all on the same page and that will be little questions on our actual missions. If there's any kind of question coming up from you guys, just ask it. You will not be shot for doing so, don't worry. We're here to learn, we're here to do what we're told, and we're here to try out and have fun. So please relax, lay back, listen to what your instructors have to say, and after they've done talking, you will have plenty of time to try out those cool guns you've been given as well as other toys we have provided for you. This is something where we want to have fun together and not just have some lame theoretical talking here. This is very important in our group. We don't want to be sitting around doing nothing, we actually want to do stuff. Shenanigans are usually always part of this, as well as inside jokes and whatever, so as long as you're laid back and can enjoy yourselves, you will enjoy the entire session here as well. Any questions so far? Winters, get your hands up.
No, it's fine.
Okay, great. So, Jonathan here will now be taking over, and he will tell you basic controls, as well as how the inventory system works, how you can interact with you and something else, as well as how to set up your radio, which you currently don't have. So just listen to what this man has to say. He will probably take you somewhere else, I guess. Oh, by the way, this is a radio chest, Jonathan. You might want to give them a radio.
Nice. Very good. Right, instructors, you can go to your stations and I'll need the recruits to come with me.
1 second.
That means you two, Zygon.
We only have 2 guys here. If you really want to have the instructors gone the entire time, it's fine for roleplay purposes, but it might be boring for them.
Yeah, well, they're going to be sat at their stations waiting, so... Right, guys. So, the first thing I'm going to need you to do is both equip...
I was supposed to shepherd them
equip your
around,
weapons.
but...
Well, you can stay around.
Alright, medic station is at the spawn. The marksman station is the tower in the south. The machine gunner and rocket launcher is going to be housed where we always had our shooting range. And did I miss something? The rifle station is going to be... Wait, where did I put the rifle station? I completely forgot.
Then you put the rifle station on top of the LMG and RPG stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. There are 2 shooting ranges now, so you can just split up.
Wait, where's the second one then?
Right next to each other.
Oh, okay then I guess. That's... You two can stay here then and watch those two while
So, what are you two doing? Kairi and Sidron?
I was firstly supposed to walk them around.
Oh, so you can just go and help Jonathan, I guess. And Sidron, what about you?
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Wait, what slot did you take?
Medium machine gun.
No, so you're
Where
not
will
one of the
recruits be
instructors.
starting?
I was gonna watch.
Good question.
Okay, in that case we
Wait,
can
so you
use
said the
you
second
as a
training
dummy
fire
for the
range
medical
represent
training.
the first one, right? Think so, yeah.
And after that you can just...
really
You
slowly
can,
right now. You can probably see me coming.
no, you two just... Sidron, you go to Winters, and Carrera, you just go to Jonathan.
Target okay.
Miles, when they move on to the medical, I wouldn't mind having you here just
Siderin.
You
You have to go to Windsors.
hurt you.
Over there, yeah.
Yeah, I assigned you Sidon as a test dummy.
Just follow the recruits around. That's your
Because he
job.
doesn't have a role yet. Somebody has to do it.
To be healed by you again, okay?
I'm going to need you now both to
You're enjoying watching me from over there, are you, Fluffy?
and pick up a radio.
No.
ANPRC 1.
Actually. By the way, Joe has to pee for a bit, so I
You don't want
will
one
be
of
right.
the ones, you want one of the little ones.
Alright.
And then you're
Control
going to equip
P.
that to your radio slot.
Oh, I see
Channel
the
1.
second range now.
Which frequency?
To change your frequency, use Control P. And for the purposes of this training exercise, we're
Well, I'll be there in a
using
second if you
frequency
wanna-
30.
Fluffy, if you want, I can come over and tell you.
That'd be nice, yeah.
So to change the
Well, I was
frequency,
gonna
you'll
show-
just type
tell
it in
Fluffy about it,
next
but
to the channel, and then press Enter to set the frequency.
Do you want me to do it, Winter? Oh,
To
Miles,
use your
or do you want
radio,
to do it?
you hold down
I'm already coming over.
like this.
Damn it, you tell him more. You beat it, BB.
Radio check, can you hear me?
Check. Round and clear.
Very good.
Check.
Checks.
He's gonna show Fluffy the ropes in this case.
Right, so fun fact, I will actually start calling something out on the radio later on to call in the mission I've prepared to make it a little bit more interesting and realistic. But you'll have to see for yourself because it's also going to be a surprise for you. Anyway, machine gunner, yeah? You have a bunch of new targets here which I put down. These are meant to be... this is not the machine gunner range, by the way. This is more for the normal rifle training.
Yeah.
Because those targets are placed like... well, you know, very simple. The machine gun range is this one.
Okay, then.
As you can see, the same thing we have here is going to be...
Get out.
You can use... the RPG range is also here. That's what the vehicles are for.
Ah, fair enough. By the way, what do I exactly have to tell, like, with, like, LMG just, like, covering fire?
Well, first of all, for some reason you have the wrong loadout, Fluffy.
Oh, shit.
Well, this arsenal box is so fine.
Yeah, we're fine, bro.
Wait, what slot did you take?
I choose LMG, but I just got a normal rifle, man, another one.
Oh, maybe I did a mistake? Or you are not in the right slot.
Probably better anyway.
So yeah, just take instructor LMG and you should get the correct slot.
Should I take something since I'm just using regular like squad operator?
Sidon, if you would be so kind, can you take the normal rifleman slot or something similar so you don't have this big MG? You can play the MG in the mission later, but not for now.
Should I get something different since I'm rifleman or?
Alright, so.
Oh, you should be the rifleman instructor then, shouldn't you?
There isn't.
Yeah.
one,
This
though.
is going to be the normal sergeant, the normal drill sergeant just with a helmet. So you could just take, I don't know, the normal rifleman slot for instance.
Well, sure, I'll do that. Sure.
Okay, so what exactly do I have to tell them, like about the covering fire?
Right,
About
so
that, or-
simple as that. You tell them how to deploy your weapon, which is the most vital part of a machine gunner.
Okay.
You will tell them that they don't simply hold down left mouse button to shoot. Or to make it like more roleplay stuff, you can tell them you don't just hold the trigger the entire time. You're supposed to do burst fire. And you don't need to be precise, you need to shoot in the general direction to hold them down and pin them behind cover so that they don't shoot up your guys when you're approaching the target. You can tell them how to use cover, for instance. You know? How to shoot behind cover.
Yeah.
How to use your cover to deploy your weapon and have yourself covered. How to lay down suppressive fire.
Yeah, fair.
What heat does to your weapon, how to clear a jam.
Shift R, of course.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Ah, okay, fair enough. Just the basic shit.
And Aiden can just tell them how rifles in general are going to work. How you shoot, how you pin down, how you actually...
Will there also be an RPG
How you
training?
actually attack targets, how rifle scopes work, and so on. Also, that is the marksman.
I'm trying to find a gear set that looks better. But
By the way, I
just,
see like a blue silhouette of a.
What, you can just take the normal rifleman and give yourself like a different hat or something.
But I look cool though.
Alright.
How you guys are going to teach them doesn't really matter. If you want to let them take different scopes to try them out, especially the rifleman training, I don't know, tell them to take an ACOG, tell them to take a red dot, tell them to run normal optics. Aiden, you should tell them how the laser works, for instance. The flashlight, the IR laser, the night vision goggles, stuff a normal rifleman would need to know. Also, you remember the shovel, how to dig holes?
Yep.
Stuff like that. If you need those guys to take a specific roll from the box, just tell them to. Just please make sure that they don't randomly shoot.
Is this okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
To like press Control tilde just in case. Like,
Yeah, that's stuff for the rifleman training. We will do the rifleman training after the medic training. Don't worry.
Okay.
Well, I'll probably be here with Fluffy because
So I don't have to. So I probably don't.
Rifleman training is over there.
Yeah, but there's more targets in there. First
You fucking idiots told me to build a second range and you're going to use it.
Fine.
You were the one that wanted me to do it. Now you're telling me, oh, I'll just be here.
It was those two.
Ugh.
What?
What's that mean? That means he gets the all anti-tank to himself.
Has the fire training already started?
White, Miles, did
It's
you
fine,
load
I'm
up
just
the
giving them
extra training kits, or was it Jonathan?
Wait, if anything is in public, it wasn't me.
Okay. How do I load stuff in public?
Who's going to do the marksman training though?
That would be me.
Oh, perfect, okay. You can see your target, right? At the radar dish? Bear, if you want their loadout chest down here, you should be able to get yourself a UAV terminal. There's going to be a UAV laser designator on top of your tower, which you can use to actually see where they're shooting. It has bigger magnification than a normal scope.
Oh, I see, thank you. Where's the UAV terminal?
It's on top of your tower. You can remotely connect to it once you've got the UAV terminal. Wait, they don't have a medical qualification, is that right?
Probably, I don't know.
I gave it to all of them, but if that's not the case, I'm just gonna do it now.
Do you actually have certificates in your packs? Because you might not.
I do have.
They don't. They're not on the medic roll. You need to give them the correct roll.
I can use the surgical kit on Wanted.
No, because Wouters has one in his backpack, but you need to load the medic loadout now.
Yeah. Okay. Quickly, if we.
Sidon, can you, I don't know, take a normal gun? It's what I've been telling you on 69.
Default loadout.
Okay.
Are you not on 69?
I'm on 69 now, but let's change channel.
Hey, Fitzfraser! What's up, my boy? And Gorabash, oh god, let me guess. You were Joker, right? The one that went to the university bar with us. How you doing, my man? I hope you guys are enjoying this little, well, we're doing some basic training for new players today because it's free weekend and we actually wanted to invite our friends here. Yeah, what's up?
What weapon should I use?
How the fuck did you get that? Just take the basic rifleman from the chest or something similar.
Okay.
Oof.
I've already been stitched. Sidon hasn't.
Hey, Jonathan, respond?
Yes, mate.
Do you want me to train both of them in rifle at the same time or one at a time? Because the training position I got only allows one at a time.
I'm sure you can squeeze two in, can't you?
No, it's only enough targets for one person.
Alright,
I can try that.
So I was going to ask.
do them two at a time.
Just a quick info for the instructors, if you need to, I don't know, traverse terrain, you can take the cars that I prepared for you.
So I was gonna, thank you. I was gonna ask permission if I could use Fluffy's firing range because it has more better targets for two people.
As I said, you have a rifleman range specifically built for you since you guys asked me to do specifically that.
I know. I'm asking Jonathan since there's not enough targets for one person.
If you
We have 2 recruits. Just let them play after each other. It should be fine.
do a.
Okay, I guess I have to stay with my set of targets.
And that's basically
Well,
when
you,
their arm is
you could brief them both and then let them have a go one at a time.
To the wall.
Well, what you told me the trainer doesn't really follow along with that too well.
Area, they're not like a bandage. They will just sort of. They stop bleeding, but they don't work forever.
The thing is, I could just help Fluffy with his. Just keep this all for the AT guy, because this is better for him anyway.
And finally, I think we've got to deal with.
It's up to you,
fully out.
since you're the commander.
So
yeah, just leave us as mate.
I think there's a plane over somewhere. I think it's over there. Oh no! I'm sorry.
You did it again.
It slipped. Honestly, it slipped.
I'm not out yet, you know.
Oh, you.
Well, Sidron's dead, so Sidron, please, for the love of God, don't hit the respawn button.
Yeah, don't hit the respawn button, please.
Times are wasting. Get him fixed up.
Yeah. So you need to first off check if their heart is beating. They can be bleeding all you want, but if their heart isn't beating, that's a bad thing.
Excuse me, sir.
So you want to go into the examined patient, check pulse.
One quick tip from me: if you crouch down, you're not as easy of a target.
Could I perhaps get an arsenal over here at the marksman training?
Sure thing. Do you want it on top of it?
Oh, damn it.
That was a grenade.
Yes, that would be appreciated. Thank you.
Fuck.
That's nice, I guess.
So that is something. Do make sure you don't.
Jonathan, did you forget to tell them to bind grenades on double G?
Can I be honest with you, Miles?
Yes.
Rebinding it to.
Yes.
God damn it.
That was going to come afterwards. I was going to do it.
Afterwards.
So okay, I'm
fuck's
gonna
sake.
help you out a bit with doing some tourniquets.
Well, I mean, now you have more work to do, so
Yeah.
if you crouch down, you are. Yeah, exactly. That's better.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a ready.
Good.
Wait, sorry. Repeat that. That time.
What?
What did you say?
On the medic menu, it doesn't really matter whether I'm far away or not.
No, I'm talking about crouching down so that you're not revealed as much if people are shooting at you.
I hope nobody's shooting at me.
Or
trust me, that's going to happen.
Is lie inside the patient.
Not now.
You know,
So, can you access his medical menu? Does it say Sidron at the top left?
I'm gonna help bandage you.
Yes, I do.
Well, then you should start because he's bleeding out.
Bandages, it takes a while and it's not too interesting.
I've attached the blood bag.
Good. In general, I always.
I'm gonna help you with the torso. Oh wait, torso's already done. Okay, then he should be good after this one.
Yeah.
Radio check.
How can I save the loadout for my RPG training?
Bleeding on Sidron, stop.
Yeah, but he's still got.
Okay, Bear, you're gonna get your arsenal. Wait a moment.
Let's get these legs bandaged.
Thank you very much.
You can only surgical kit once all the bleeding is stopped.
It's on top of a tower in the little corner.
I'll put up with that, man.
How can I save? Yes, thank you. The loadout
Perfect.
for my RPG trainings.
And
How do I get
then-
it to public?
There's already a loadout available that they can take. There's a missile specialist as well as an AT soldier. You can tell them how both work.
There we are.
Should I revive him or?
Yes. So.
This might be an out of character question. Do you guys have the delayed death?
Yeah, we do. We have it on.
I think it's on 1,400 seconds, but I do believe it's infinite, so whatever.
So reviving, if you use the AED, when you do, say clear, because I'm pretty sure
It
you
does
take
damage you.
Yeah, it does damage you if you're touching it and you're not the AED.
You don't need to do CPR. You're a medic. You have a defibrillator.
Defib pads are just better in general.
What?
That's good. Is he? So if you keep punching pulse, it should say he's got pulse. Right?
Does he still have?
Yeah, I think he's got a lack of blood.
This dude, Zydron does. So if you click on his arm and give blood at our
Sidron is fine. He has a heart rate again.
There we
I do still remember that they won't come up if they still have.
This one's still
pain.
dead.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, they will. But you still need
Occasionally
to
wounds do
on aid.
reopen, so it's fine.
So keep on aiding him. I'll surgical kit him for you. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, okay, you've done that. I'll remove the tourniquets for you. Keep on aiding
There we go.
because he's not got any heart rate at the moment.
He's still got tourniquets in his legs as well, so they need to be taken out.
If you apply epinephrine before using CPR or an AED, the chance of revival are greatly enhanced.
He's back.
And now you need to tell your patient to stay put because he's definitely not fine yet.
Sir, please stay down.
I will, don't worry.
After
We are about 80% done with the medical training, so White, you should get ready now.
So yeah,
Copy that, over and out.
Once your patient all looks sort of okay-ish, also you need to give the guy some blood. So if you click on his arm or leg or any of his legs.
Also, I just realized these like things you left for me are so far off the actual range. It's actually awkward.
Are you looking at the ones for the marksman training?
Well, which ones? You said these ones here where the AT is the
Yeah, the ones on the left side of the blue vehicles.
Is it the marksmen or for riflemen?
No, they're for the riflemen.
There we go.
It's just it's awkward where you put them.
Yeah.
Stay down, still getting in the fusion. Don't move, please.
Yeah, try and really. You can keep on checking pulse and blood
I
pressure.
think I lack some blood.
Yeah, you've also got incredibly weak pulse.
I don't know why Sidron's even able to stand right now, holy shit.
You're like a crocodile, dude.
Sidron, you shouldn't be able to stand. Oh, yeah, there he goes.
So you can use morphine, atropine, and epinephrine, I believe.
Poor guy.
Atropine both increase heart rate. So you need to do that.
I think I need more blood still.
You're okay for blood, I'm pretty sure. Let's just quickly check.
Did Kariri have any damage in arms or legs?
Blood pressure's pretty solid for him. 108 is, I think that's the correct range.
Oh.
Don't stand back.
You didn't tell us to stand back.
Oh yeah, always say stand back because some people.
It actually hurts you if you're too close, so that's important.
Stay clear of him.
Okay, Miles.
Yeah.
Stay clear.
It's okay.
Oh, you like that?
Whoops! I went back too fast.
Stay clear, and now stay clear.
Well, now Jonathan got shot.
Yeah, Jonathan got shot. There is actually a fair amount of range on it. Like, it's almost a ranged weapon.
You know, you can give him one epinephrine to enhance his chances, right?
Oh,
I don't know.
I'm guessing for the actual mission I should then switch over to medic.
3 times adrenaline.
Let me help you. Don't do it. Press escape. Press escape.
His blood pressure is still
Don't worry about it yet,
Just
mate.
gave him epinephrine if someone told me.
Roger.
we're just giving him blood as well.
Wait, give me a moment. Gonna steal your AED for a moment here. Alright, clear. See? It doesn't work. That's weird. I think you killed Sidron.
What? Wait, what? I didn't.
Blood pressure's
I don't know what's
fine.
going on. It's just pulse is not coming up. There. Oh, there we go. He's back. Cool. Why is he not? Wait, why is Sidron not up again? That's weird.
Heart rate of 37. The
Heart rate is low. Blood pressure is okay. But he doesn't have any pain. He should technically be fine. I'm gonna give him. Wait, how much epinephrine did he get? He already got 2 shots of epinephrine, so be careful.
I'm just gonna.
Couldn't give him more.
I've given him an Addison just because that should increase his heart rate. The 2 A1s should give. Good. They do increase heart rate.
This is actually interesting from my perspective.
It's dropping. It's
Going
dropping.
down.
Okay. Yeah.
Who does it? You actually accidentally give him the one that lowers the heart rate?
Oh, it's going back
No.
up.
Adenosine is
Oh, it's going back up.
It's ditching the heart rate pretty hard.
So, Wutus, you gave him the wrong fucking meds.
Both of
And this guy
them on the
is
wiki
about
say
to
all.
teach me how the medic works. am I right on that?
Why is Sidron still unconscious?
On the
Let me
thing
try
about-
something.
It says that both of them increase the heart rate. So.
Whoops. Okay, I think we broke him. He shouldn't be unconscious anymore. He's fine.
We can get rid of him.
Right, I'm just gonna personally.
We can always place to the almost.
What if we just overdose him and restart him again, just in case?
You could, or you could use the other best option, which is if everything goes horrifically wrong, use the personal aid kit. It basically does everything you could ever want.
This is the emergency heal if you ever need it. This is basically a cheat item which puts everything on 100% again. So that's only for emergencies if you really need it.
It has a really long use time. I started using it just a couple of when I started talking about it, and it's roundabouts halfway done now.
By the way, Kareria, can you walk? Can you aim?
I think so.
Yeah, you haven't got shaky aim, have you?
So yeah, when they do get up, do just add in sand splints or anything that asks for it. If a limb doesn't need a sand splint, it won't give you the option to give you one. So if you see an option, just stick it on there. You know.
Sidron, just hold on tight. We got you, man.
It's gonna be okay.
The heart rate's already at 44. Your blood pressure is at 93. Technically, he should be up. He doesn't have any pain.
Yeah, he should all be fine.
Pretty weird. Alright, we just need to finish up Sidron and then we're going to come over to rifle training.
There you go.
There he is.
Right. Cool. Jonathan, if you want to transport them, there's only space for 5 people in here. You might want to take the hunter instead.
Jeez, fucking.
Oh wait, never mind. The hunter doesn't have much. Nah, they just take 2 vehicles, I guess.
No, we don't need to go. I'm fine.
But do you just want to stay around here?
Yeah.
Hey, he's alive.
Well, sure.
We'll
Okay.
just keep on shooting.
He probably can't walk though. Sidron probably can't walk.
I mean, well, he's running around.
No,
Oh wait, yeah, right. Personal aid kit. Yeah, sorry.
But yeah, you would splint him.
Right.
I don't know why you weren't up, Zydron.
Well,
I'm gonna
need the 2 of you to change back to your
Jesus Christ,
recruit
look at this
loadout in
place.
the arsenal and then jump in that vehicle.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood.
Can you change it back into your
Just
recruit
from my
loadout
side, I had
in
to
the
go
arsenal
loud
and
to
then
shit
jump in that
inside.
vehicle?
And we left
Oh.
quite the mess though.
So you went down in like 2 shots, and then Carreria took like another 2 and still didn't die.
He's so stubborn, you know. When the second bullet hit, he was like.
White, if you can also tell them how to use the different stances. You know, peeking around corners.
I'm planning on that. The thing is, this
think I'm
this
gonna
supply
go
isn't
with
really
him,
too good for it.
I've already done that, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I haven't probably done it with the rifles
I
though.
was gonna stay on top of the building and watch film over.
Oh yeah, we could go up there. Really? Oh. Actually, let's walk.
Fuck's sake. We left quite the mess here.
Yeah.
Hello, Olivia. How you doing, my girl? You know, you could have been here right now, but.
Let the janitors clean
Oh,
them up.
yeah, you can open this. Ah.
Yeah, you can. Go on, Miles.
What?
You don't want to join us? You don't want to join us up at the top?
Nah, I'm gonna watch the rifleman training.
Oh, okay.
I'm not fuck you. God fucking damn it, what is with you people?
As you can tell, this is my gun. Now, when you know you have bullets in it, it's when it goes bang, just to point out, but just hit silencer off this thing, because it's really important to understand that if you have the safety on, someone's gonna get shot. So if you don't have the safety
probably
on,
knows.
it
He's
accidentally
always
happens,
entertaining.
you can end someone like that with a single shot.
It's easily done.
Okay.
You look how we
Especially when
shoot.
you're training going like
What's
this.
the blue thing?
And then you accidentally tap your thing when you get out and get back over here. And you accidentally shoot your friend, which I have done pretty often the first time I did this. As Miles is a
Why are you
testament
playing
to.
this then?
He's my first
Lads,
victim.
what's the what are the blue things?
No idea.
The blue things are targets.
So knowing that, I want you to pull out your guns, okay? So press 1. Press 1. Now, if you press Control and the wheel, what's that button called? Control and what?
W, S, A, and D.
Because the thing is, I don't know what you called it, anything, but
in Germany we call it circumflex.
Okay, so then put your safeties on.
User joined your channel.
Alex, please stay quiet.
Now with your safeties on, I want you to go to this box here and pick the rifleman's equipment. And then I want you to put your safeties on again, because it undoes your safety after you do that. The rifleman equipment, by the way, in the default section.
I touch item, come on.
Done.
Okay, now that you guys got your guns, you can take off your silencers if you want by pressing I, and then going to your gun, taking them off, because it makes you feel better, I guess, because you can hear the bang of the gun. Now,
what if I don't want to?
Well, then you just put it back on. It's as simple as that. But also, while you're in your inventory, you can also see that your gun has a sight, as well as what ammunition you're holding and what modular equipment is attached. For example, you have a laser, a sight for close range, or however you want to use it, and some ammo. Same as you can tell for your pistol.
The gun just keeps jamming.
So now you know what you're equipped with. You can probably guess that weapons have a certain kind of range. So if you come over here with me, stand on either side. Hey Miles, you're in the way.
Oof.
So you can see we have some targets downrange. Now a good way of guessing of your effective range, seeing as you don't have a proper sight that can tell you range, is how well you can see the enemy. Now your gun might have a more effective range outside of that, but the fact you might not be able to see them very well could attribute to that. So as you can see the left side target, you can see him pretty well, right? If you hold right click, you can zoom in further.
Yeah.
So now you can see him, so tell me, what about the second target? Can you see him better or is he worse? And
Just so you know, Jonathan, I made a screenshot of that.
So which one would you say for you is the hardest to see from here? From left to left,
I miss my balaclava.
down. The third or fourth would be the hardest.
Wait, am I retarded?
Tell me, can you see the
number 5 is starting to get hard.
Left to Okay, now I know. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I cannot see 5.
It's there, but the dropping point for effective sight is around the fourth or third target, depending on where you're looking.
Yeah.
So if you can see the third or fourth target, then you're doing okay. If you can't see the fifth, that's fine, but if you can, you're doing well. But if you can see the sixth, then you got some really good eyes on you. But the thing is, the enemy doesn't usually stand that far away. They tend to be hiding, so...
Good eyes or a 4K monitor?
Now, also, I'm not sure if you have night vision, do you?
Nope.
Nope. But the important thing is to understand certain equipment will have also affect your weapons. So, for example, this sight you have here, if you had night vision on, it would not affect your sight. But if you have a scope, for example, that would interrupt your night vision, depending on what kind of scope you have. So some scopes come with night vision, some come with IF, or infrared in this case, to help counter this kind of problem. So now we're also now take your guns off safety. So I want you to try and take out the furthest target you can see. In this case, dead time goes first. You have one shot. I want you to see if you can hit it. Now, my furthest target, somewhere past the third target. If you can try and hit them. I doubt you can hit them, but you can give it a go. One shot.
So, the fourth or what?
Past the third. Try and hit one of the fourth or fifth targets. Now, you don't need your binoculars to see this. Did you hit him?
Nope.
Nope. So, the best way to say your hit range is somewhere between second and third. If you can see their full body without it starting to get smaller, in this case, past the second target, you shouldn't take those kinds of shots unless you are in a steady position where you can take good shots without worrying about return fire. Now, a good way to gauge if your effectiveness is how well you can see them. So I would say between second and third for you is where you can see them best, without having problems after that point. So you want to try and engage targets within that area before to get that close in this case. But you can engage them anywhere
Miles,
before that.
I think I'm going to skip out on the Titan training because I haven't used it in so long.
I should hit target 3, for example.
Well, whoever's currently holding that green thing, that's not even a Titan, that's an anti-air launcher.
I guess
target
so.
3.
That was Korean on me.
Wait,
the thing is,
one question. Does it
yes.
have fixed range?
No, but the bullets will start to go off on their own adventures once you start shooting far enough.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm trying to get you to figure out.
Okay.
In this case, you don't want to try shooting too far away, as I saw, because you completely missed 4. That's why I'm saying don't try to shoot targets that are further than the 3 or 4 of the range of the target.
May I try again to hit target 4?
Go for it. It's not saying it's impossible. It's just that you're less likely to hit it. It's just...
5th.
Did you hit the 5th one?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good job. But you want to try to hit targets within your 3rd and 2nd, because that's usually the most effective, but you'll probably be engaging targets that are much further out of that range. As our god here, Jonathan, is showing off, he can hit targets very well. But seeing as you're...
He's just holding on to the sandbag.
Oh, you sure? Let me try.
Seeing as you can tell, he's able to hit those because he's had plenty of time to play and training. Now, you guys, I'd try and say stick between 2 and 3, but if you see shots further on, try and go for them. But don't be too excited if you miss. Seeing as you're just new, you don't really get how the guns work too properly. But now we're going to talk about fire discipline. So, in this case, as Jonathan was showing off, spraying a lot of bullets is good and all, but it sort of affects your effective range. So now take a knee.
There we go.
Now your stance sort of does affect to a certain extent how your weapon works.
Good shoots.
Now if you get on your feet, in this case your floor, press Z, okay. And one of the better stances you can get, but as you can tell, the grass is your newest enemy. If you press C, you can also put yourself in a weapon mount position, which will focus your gun in a certain direction, but also improve your line of sight as well.
It's a lot easier if you use the sandbag.
But seeing as you can't see anything, we're just going to ignore that and go to your kneeling position, because it's better. Because this way you don't have to worry about seeing grass. So see what you're doing right there? In this case, Jonathan.
That time is currently sitting.
Can you stop shooting things, Jonathan? So can you use 2C the targets while prone? Huh? Can you use 2C the targets while prone, can you?
Can you see about the 5th target or something?
I can see the last.
The 5th.
Okay, you're good there. So I want you to engage the targets from left to right, in this case 1 to 5, one at a time. In this case, I want Salzman to shoot first, and then dead time. And let's try and keep that going. Okay? So, Salzman, when you're ready, shoot first, and then your buddy will follow you up. And then you wait for him to shoot, and then you shoot. Okay?
Alright.
So I take the first, he takes the first,
Salz
I
takes
take
the
the
first.
Ready, Dad?
Yeah.
Go for it. Go for it.
Drop 1.
Dropped.
The longer pause between your shots means you're doing bad. Remember, you're not actually expecting to hit the further targets, but... there you go. Shot.
Good hit.
Now we're going to try and focus fire in this case. Now we're going to see target 1. So I want you to both take 3 shots into them. I don't want you doing this, for example. Well, now you might do that in a panic situation, but the problem is, if you have a good shot and your aim is true, you tend to kill the target first before they can shoot you. But in certain situations, you don't have that luxury, so running and gunning might become a problem, but if you get used to running and gunning, it's not so bad. But since you're in a firing position, try and hit the targets twice before they go down. In this case, Salzman go first. Controlled fire is really good. Now, you can't hit them with a second shot if you're lucky, but you'll be really fast and on point. Well, if your gun goes click, you need to reload. Now, one other way you can improve your aiming is by holding shift while looking down sights. Now this will go into a holding breath kind of mode. It'll improve your sight, in this case your range a bit, in this case your accuracy. It's really good if you have a good position like this, but in most cases you're on the front line moving around shooting people in either close or medium range. So take advantage of it when you can. So now you go out shoot a few targets. I think let me just check if that's everything.
May I shoot the drone?
I don't know. Jonathan, can you shoot the drone?
No.
Okay then.
I don't know.
No, if I'm allowed to.
Well, Jonathan said no, so no. So I want you, in this case, dead time, to try and shoot those targets as fast as he can with his hold. In this case, if you can hit the 5th target in a row without stopping to hesitate, that'll be good.
What's the drone?
Okay.
Just fucking around a bit.
It's a hesitation, I see. And you
yeah,
missed.
My mouse sensitivity.
It gets a bit tricky around the 5th target now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So now you try, Salzman.
All be great, Alex.
Much better, but the 5th target you still missed it. That's out of your most effective sight range anyway, but with a certain scope you can improve your accuracy. Now, as you notice, your bullets tend to go all over the place as you're shooting, further and further out. Now, understanding that range is good, but apart from that, I'd say they're good, Jonathan. Jonathan?
I was busy.
Apart from that, I think that's done good.
Have you done the switching between two sides with them?
We're going to do that last, but I'm asking you, do you think that's good so far?
Just make sure you muted Alex in game.
So come over here so when you're done talking to Jonathan, come over here. I'll tell you how to change your sights, but let Jonathan speak first.
No questions, lad?
Negative.
Alright, yeah.
So come over here, guys. Now I want you to access the arsenal, because we need to equip a certain site, which will actually let you do this. So, in this case, go to your sights. In this case, in the top left, you can see your primary gun, which is your rifle. Once you access it via the ace menu, right? You see it? Now go to the right, and you see more stuff on the right. Now you can see sights in the top right one. I want you to click that, and I want you to look for a site called the Henzit Sold, okay? And look for one with a scope on top of it.
Zettel?
Zittles. Henselt. It's not too far down.
I mean here, Henselt ZO.
Yes, just grab one that has a sight on top. It should be the red dot that you have. You should be able to see one of those. And once you're done, you just press close and you have it on your gun. And it should look like mine. Okay, you see it? Now, this is the kind of scope I was talking about. We're also talking about scopes a little bit more as well. So if you come back to the firing range, again, we'll be able to try hitting those 5 and 6 targets now. So if you prone, I think you can actually see it. Let me try. No, you can't. Okay, so just for life reasons, we're gonna actually use the sandbags here on the left. Because if you come over here, guys. Come here. Now, if you see the sandbag, if you crouch and press C, you can rest your weapon on the sandbag. Now, if you use your scope, which should be your first thing you can see there's little dots there, right?
Oh
you
boy.
can see it zoomed in. Those targets are a lot easier to see now, aren't they?
Ah.
Yeah.
Wuntus, could you come to the marksman tower? Can you guys quiet for a second in the radius?
So now, I want to tell you how to swap your sights. So unscope in, okay? And then if you're holding control and right click, you can swap between sights. While in sight as well. See? Oh. So did you do it, Dead?
Yeah, I already know that.
Okay.
I don't know if somebody told you how many hours I must have played.
Well, we're just going through it to be sure. Now that you have this. Okay, that's fine. Now since you have a scope now, I want you to try and engage the targets. I'll tell you how. So, Salesman, you engage targets. I want 1 shot per target. Now, while you're doing this, you'll also be able to see your bullets since you're using tracers. So watch where it goes. Take as many shots as you need, but down all the targets. If you can. Salesman, go for it. It's much better, isn't it?
600 meters.
These little dots on your sight are about 100 meters each.
Yes. Oh, yeah. A little bit too high.
There you go. Last one up. There you go. I think that was you, was it?
I hit it with a second.
Hey, Jonathan, can you stop? Jonathan, can you stop? Yeah. So try and hit the last one then. Try and hit
second hold over.
the last one at the back by the sandbags. Oh, that was just over his shoulder. Just over his shoulder. There you go. Now you can see how much effective your gun is with a scope now, isn't it? Increases your effective range dramatically. So unlike that other little sight you have, isn't it? This is where sights can be a big benefit or a big hindrance, depending on what you're equipped with. So, Dead Time, you see if you can best him in this. See if how fast you can take all the targets out with as many shots as you can from back to the start.
We should be about 90% done here, so Joe, you can get ready.
Yeah, Joe.
Fuck.
Let him figure it out himself. Let him figure. Not bad. You missed him barely. Bad. Oof.
Oh.
Try a bit more. There you go. I think. Oh, a little down. There you go.
Who the fuck's shooting?
Well, you would have hit that one, but that's that now. So you figured out how your guns work, and you know how to use them effectively with certain equipment. Now, apart from that, the only difference being is laser modular equipment with your helmets. Now, we can explain that at a later time, but certain helmets with certain kinds of vision can let you see certain kinds of lasers.
Is a big dum-dum.
So if you pull up your gun, you can see on the side that there's a module on it. That's a red laser.
People not on the tower have tiny peenies.
For at the moment, but you can use it.
Statistically incorrect.
What?
How do you use the laser module on your thing again? I forget.
L.
L.
Some kind of switch within key combination, I guess.
Yes, the thing is, I think this one is for nighttime only, so you can't see it, or it's too bright to see it. So there's night vision ones and yeah, well in this case IR ones as well as infrared, which might be equipped with at some time in the future. Now keep in mind, the enemy can also see these if they have a certain equipment. So in this case, you don't start waving your gun around like a flashlight and say, "Hey, look guys, look at my laser beam." The enemy's in the distance. "Hey Bob, what is that in distance? Don't know. We should tell the boss." So let's. And if you ever get them in the future, try not doing that. But apart from that, that's a good. Also, one little tip about pistols as well. Effective range is a bit further than you would expect, but try to attack targets within the first to one target range with a pistol.
Who goes first?
You both. Try to see who can kill it first. But you usually want to keep your range. But you want to keep your range within the second target there, because anything past that you'll start to become ineffective. But if you feel like trying a third or fourth targets, go for them. But I'd recommend saving your ammo.
What?
But apart from that, I think you're good to go.
Just to check, you did tell them about modes of fire, so full auto.
Yes, they already understand how those work. But a quick tip though, if you want to fool about with, you can also press 1 as well to do it, as well as F. Also, pressing F will also swap through all capabilities of your weapon. So if you have a grenade launcher, by example, you can swap to it now. You need to be careful of this, because you can accidentally discharge it and kill everyone while you're pressing F. But if you're pressing 1, it does the same thing. So if you're picky, you can either press F or 1. But apart from that, that's the rifle's done.
Alright, thank you, White. If you guys would like to follow me over to Joe, who's going to be doing your launcher training.
Miles, you finished with your little flying display?
My what?
Flying display.
Well, yeah.
High explosive is mostly used against structures, infantry, and light armored vehicle, whilst heavy anti-tank is used against, whilst high explosive anti-tank
rabbit soup
is mostly used against tanks. So, the most important thing with rocket launchers, before
could you repeat that, HQ?
is right. So before you shoot, you'll shout, at best shout,
10-4.
And usually someone of your team responds. If no one responds, turn around and look for yourself. The other thing is...
what about the police force in the East City? Couldn't they handle it?
If you zoom in, you can see these nice little markers with 200, 400, 600, 800, and 1000. Right?
Hold over.
Alright, we're on standby.
You saw?
Acknowledge.
Yeah. To measure the distance, you can either try to eyeball it, which I would not recommend, or you can press B for your binoculars.
It's a good idea to spot out your targets with binoculars before engaging.
Yes. So when you press right click, you can zoom in, and if you hold R for a while, there should appear a red ring across the center, and if you let go, that will give you the distance to the target you're looking at. You got it?
Yes. But you two should probably move up to here just so you have a better line of sight anyway.
Yeah, but I'm just showing.
Jonathan, do you have a moment?
Yes, mate.
Seems like we have a situation here. Let's go over there so we don't disturb the others.
Yeah, no worries.
And that time. Can you shoot the second one?
The blue. Yeah.
Also, apparently, I just got word from the local governor. There's been a hostage situation somewhere in Laporte, which is in the southeast.
Again?
Well, not not what you're thinking. They're currently trying to handle the situation themselves, but they already informed us. I told them we are on standby, but they can't really say how the situation is going to unfold. Apparently, there's at least 30 people involved.
I'll take it that means they are going to be calling us in the end then.
That's what I'm thinking. We do have police force currently trying to get hold of the situation, but apparently they're not very well equipped. And the enemy seems to be arriving here by helicopter, and they have some very high-tech gear.
Oh dear.
So it seems like we have to go out.
Right. Well, we've got these new recruits, haven't we? Should give them a chance to...
Yeah, exactly. I don't know when they will call us in, but we should probably get a move on here and wrap these things up a little bit more quickly.
Yeah. No worries, I'll have a word with the lads.
Alright. Maybe just tell the other instructors to be a little bit more efficient.
Yeah.
Not clear.
Also, I don't know how, but his backblast actually killed me. Or brought me
because
down.
he stood too close to it.
I was over here.
Aiden, just leave Joe alone, let him get on.
Backblast clear. Clear hit, nice. And then if you want to try again that time...
we're there?
Be sure
Yeah.
you normally would hit
I need morphine.
No, you don't.
Yeah, maybe
yeah, so
I threw off my mouse.
I'll come.
yeah.
Absurd backblast
I
from
think
at me.
then we can move on to the...
Didn't I just heal you?
I still have the morphine
Did
problem.
they call clear back blast?
Did you tell
Oh
them
no, wait,
about-
I was out of the way. It had this weird range and it somehow still hit me.
Oh, yeah. If
I don't
you
know.
hit another
Maybe
vehicle
it
with
reflected
failed
a fall.
ammunition,
Maybe.
you'll hear
Might have.
a weird hissing sound and a few pops, like the ones in the background. Because heavy tanks and the armored
Hold
vehicle,
fire, lads,
most of
hold
them
fire,
carry
hold fire.
ammunition on them, and if you blow up, they'll kick off. So
Sounds
when
like
you're
he's on
in the
board.
vicinity, you'll get hit by stray
Hold
bullets.
fire.
So be careful
Okay.
for that.
Boys in the tower, stop firing.
And I think now you can go on to the LMG training.
Yeah,
I need
do it.
medical
Follow me,
attention.
guys, I'll take you up.
What about the
coming.
big launchers?
Actually, you know what? Since the recruits got training, why don't they patch me up?
We sadly do not have time for that. We need to go on to the machine gunners training now.
Alright.
That's gonna be fluffy. So you guys just go and follow the machine gunner dude. He's gonna tell you the rest.
Hello.
Oh yeah, you've got some cuts on your eye.
And Jonathan, you know, maybe you should tell the others.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty
And
fun.
nice, do you still know the... I know last time we struggled so hard about with which button you can check to manually guided rockets.
What do you mean?
If you have the Titan, you can switch to the...
Yeah, the AP rocket can be manually guided and the AT rocket needs to be locked on.
Ah, okay, thanks.
Radio check.
So the instructor machine gunner?
Radio check.
Radio check.
Radio check. Check.
Alright, everyone selected the machine gun roll?
Maybe tell the guys to at least get a helmet.
I don't know, like that's the roll, right?
Safety and so on, you know, just in case, you never know.
May I just answer my phone? Thanks. Just keep going, I probably know it.
Been here, done that.
I'm not sure why.
Should I just get a helmet from the arsenal?
Yeah,
Yep.
try that.
Alright.
I chose like the fucking
so hearing protection, you mean?
Yes. All that stuff.
I need help.
Yeah.
We have now a medical emergency.
Oh my fucking god.
Only professionals.
Very professional indeed. Yes, indeed.
Problem fixed.
Fast. Oh.
Take that one. Here's the helmet. Should be fine. Gonna keep this very brief as well. Just wait for the other guy to come here and then keep going. Let's then just go for one guy.
Yeah, he's on his phone.
Oh yeah, then we just wait.
He said we can just go on.
Alright, very simple. Machine gun roll. It's mostly just for suppressing fire, not actually just killing the enemy. You can pin them down, all that shit. It's all fine. Wait, hold on. I completely forgot what I wanted to say.
Pinning enemies down.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm completely into this shit as well. So.
Do we get the suppression effect through Ace?
No, the suppression effects should come from yourself.
Yeah. Like 5-round bursts and all that stuff.
No. I mean if bullets hit near.
Yeah, that's what I said. We don't have that. It should come from yourself. You shouldn't peek if there's 100 bullets flying past you.
Oh, that's right, of course.
Yes. The machine gunner can take down light vehicle armored vehicles as well. You just don't hold the fucking trigger. Just do 5-round burst and then you should be fine for the most part. That's about all I know for machine gun roll. To do it right. Fucking.
Do you need any help, Fluffy?
Mostly just like very simply like explain like the fucking bare bones.
You could tell him what heat does to a gun, how to clear jams, how to do suppressive fire, what the machine gun roll is supposed to do.
Well, I'll help you a little bit then. Where's the other recruit? Wait, don't we have two Where's the second recruit? Where's the second recruit?
Wait, guys, we're missing a recruit. Where is he?
No, fuck, no, we're not. He's on his phone. He's like 5 meters next to you.
I didn't see him. I wasn't here.
And as usual, why did you complain?
He's on his own.
You can look at it down there.
Alex, can I ask you to put that away?
I have.
Ooh. Wait, what's happened to your arms?
Yeah, it's making me uncomfortable.
And what's this weapon called? I wanna.
They're quite intimidating.
They are
M134.
Called
Oh, hello, Miles.
G.
Yeah,
What's
the
his name?
M134.
You guys do know that Miles just showed up?
Yeah. Hey, Miles.
Hi. How are you doing?
I think he's silently judging us.
I'm friendly.
You know, as I said, I won't hesitate to ban people today.
Well, they're not up here yet.
Why is your arm sticking inside of yourself?
I'm just trying out snipers.
Could you just put this away?
What's
Can I shoot it one time?
that?
No, not today, not here. All of your
Can I
shooting is
shoot
already
this and
getting
test
on
it out?
our nerves, by the way. There was a reason Jonathan told you to stop shooting.
Yeah, but he wasn't on the channels yet, so he couldn't hear.
Also, just so you know, we have a situation going on. Jonathan should be already briefing you. I don't know what's going on. Jonathan, did you tell the guys in the tower what's going on?
Well, he did say we have a situation, and he would elaborate on the situation later, because, well, I still need to do my training. And I've been waiting here for a good 49 minutes for my training, and then I heard my training was being shortened, because...
Not shortened, we were just doing the stuff more quickly, because there's an emergency going on, and we need to actually hurry up.
Oh.
And why the okay. Radio check, Jonathan.
Where are you, mate?
On the tower. Did you brief the guys on the tower already?
Yeah, I told them.
Well then please tell Fluffy to hurry up. There isn't much we can tell about the machine gunners anyway, so we can at least do the marksman training in a shortened form to trigger their little...
No worries.
Begging your pardon? I am really close to alt F4ing out of the game right now.
Oh, don't break character, come on.
I've been waiting here for 49 minutes,
Well,
and then you're telling me, oh well, don't break
you can thank Aiden for taking so long.
Good 30 minutes first.
Yeah,
You can thank it. We have about 20 minutes left, so don't worry.
You can thank White for this situation, okay?
Oh man, I've been really tempted to shoot them as well for the lining up. Like, they were practically butt-fucking each other.
Is that the really expensive one?
Not really
Additional video check?
No.
Check.
Really?
Check.
I mean, it's...
Alright, whoever isn't supposed to be up here right now, you should go down so it isn't as crowded. There's only little space here.
All non-essentials to clear out.
Alright.
Fluffy said all non-essentials, so come here.
Sidron, Alex.
Yeah,
What did I just say?
I hope you guys understand what non-essential means.
I said if you're not supposed to be here, you should go down because it's not much space
Or
up
does
here.
that mean everyone sticks in the tower anyway, but just backs off anyway? What does that mean?
Hoof.
Do you think you please get the fuck out of the tower?
Well, I already see like more than 3 people go in there, so...
Very well.
Oh, there it is.
I mean,
Where the fuck am I supposed to be?
Alright. Got 2 recruits for you.
Oh, nice.
Hello. Welcome to the marksman training.
That's fine, we can go talk to them.
Take your marksman,
And whoever is on yelling, please fucking stop.
Clear the tower. We need a bit of quiet, lads. If you want to chat, head over to the right.
Aiden.
Section.
Okay, could you put your weapons on safety for me?
Wait a sec. Marksman. There it is.
Hey Jonathan,
Yes, mate.
check this out.
Well, seeing since... Oh, what's that grenade?
What's it say?
That's
Roger.
Be flashed?
That
fucking hurt, you little shit.
Okay. So could you both press the B key on your keyboard for me and get your rangefinders out?
Well, I guess we can all hang out over here now then.
I'm somehow in the wrong loadout.
Yeah, you've got the wrong loadout actually. Dead time has actually got good loadout. Okay. We're going to be.
Hey Joe.
Finally, I've done something right.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, we'll be ranging in on some targets over at the radar dish bearing to
Hey Winters, come over here and have story time.
that's
Yeah, base here.
Oh, you hold K to bring up your compass.
Where?
mate.
Where?
bearing 339.
Hold K to bring up your compass.
39.
Then see the bearing.
340.
Yeah.
340.
Wait,
There's
could
some
you
targets.
repeat last?
Yeah, so that is
10-4.
Yeah.
Acknowledged.
I do.
Yes, sir. I do understand what you mean.
I do.
Do we get to use the A-Track MX? The A-Track MX, the ballistic computer.
No, we use range cards.
Oh, alright.
Yes.
Alright, I copy. We'll send in one unit to scout out the area. Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah, 3... For me it's 634.
6?
Alright, boys, don't get scared. We'll send out one jet now. You don't need you don't need to know what's going on. Just continue as normal.
Cut you. Over.
Those filthies.
Windows, not on.
Windows.
Range card.
Equipment.
Holy. that's why.
Yeah, control till.
Yeah.
And then shoot. My mark. 3, 2, 1. On the way.
That's way too low.
Yeah, that's okay. To adjust for a moment, and then Salesman, could you perhaps range in on target and fire once?
Why don't you just tell them to deploy their weapons?
Well, because that doesn't work with these walls.
You
I've
can't
tried.
on the towers.
I mean, I specifically chose this position because there's a hole here.
Oh, the hole, yeah.
Oh. I hadn't even noticed, but we'll get to that later if we have time for that. But yeah.
We've got about 15 minutes here.
Same target?
Yeah, same target. Okay.
There, you have the rangefinder on top of this thing, you know.
Yeah, I don't have a terminal.
Well, there's a arsenal.
Oh yeah, that's correct. But okay, yeah. So
Ready.
fire once.
Ready on your mark?
Yes. 3, 2, 1, mark. Ooh, just a tad bit too low. Okay. Dead time?
Yes.
Yes, it's your go now.
Oh, wait a sec. Ah, no.
Okay. So, have you adjusted for your mark?
Hope so.
Okay, ready? On my mark. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hit.
Good hit.
Yeah, good hit. Okay, now it's your turn, Salesman.
Ready on your mark?
Yes. 3, 2, 1, mark.
Yes, this is Airbase HQ. Alright, how many targets?
Ready on your mark?
How many exactly?
Yes, I didn't change.
Yeah, confirm. 30 targets, 2 armored tanks. Got it.
Holding right mouse button down to zoom in further. But that couldn't.
Alright, Seagull 1, you can return to base. We got this.
Yeah, neither me.
Alright boys, we have an emergency. Could you please go to the meeting hall? The jet's coming back now as well. I will meet you there in about 5 minutes. So if you're still doing training, you can wrap that up real quick.